What is going on, everybody, man? King Greek on here. Dude, very first thing that I did this morning after watching Dominion, great show, man, absolutely great wrestling show. It's one of the best matches I think I've ever seen. It's definitely up there, man. 7-star classic for sure. But directly after that, I was like, all right, let's go watch this My Hero Academia episode, because I know that where they're currently at in the Awesome Sauce with All Might versus All for One. I was like, bro, I gotta hop into this Awesome Sauce. So I watched it, man, and I'll tell you what, bro, whenever I saw the preview for next week's episode, it brought back all of those amazing memories of that portion of the series, man. It's such an amazing portion. Today's episode by itself was incredible, but I can't wait for next week's episode, man. I cannot wait for next week's episode. After I finished that episode, I said, all right, when I get back home tonight after all the E3 stuff, I'm gonna go home. I was wearing my shirt today, man. My Hero Academia shirt. I had to, bro. I had to go out there represent, put some respect on the greatness of My Hero Academia, man. So I don't know how many chapters I'm gonna come on here and read. I'm gonna get I wanted to come on here and read My Hero Academia, man. That's all I wanted to do. Whenever I got home, I told myself this morning, I was like, we get home tonight, My Hero Academia. Even if it's 2 chapters, I gotta continue moving forward in the Awesome Sauce of My Hero Academia, because I want to catch up, man. I really want to catch back up to the manga, so I can be a part of the weekly experience when it comes to My Hero. So without further ado, let's get right into it with chapter 165, titled "Win the Brat's Hearts." All right, here we have a pretty nice cover page right here with Bakugo Inuasa, I believe his name is, Todoroki and Kami. So let's go ahead and move over into right here. Give them back, damn it! Those aren't toys. And I do remember that these kids right here were devious, man. They were insane. I believe I refer to them as like the kids from Codename Kids Next Door, man. This is the Codename Kids Next Door kids, yo. We won't let things go according to your plan. Should you really be letting those get stolen so easily? I know, right, man? They're running away with my man's grenades. They're running away with his armor, man. They're dangerous, so I left them unfastened. So I know our task is to like win their hearts, but I low-key have no idea what to do, fam. Listen, yo. So I know our task is to like win their hearts, but I low-key have no idea what to do, fam. Did that really come out of Kami's mouth, dog? Uh-oh, folks. The expressions on Team Gobi's faces are telling me that they have no idea what to do next. Look, I don't particularly mind or anything, but this is supposed to be a training course, so just don't go too crazy. You got it, fam. Kami's insane. Fam, yo. However, it sounds like they have no idea what to do. What is your desire, miss? Yes, the lower grades of elementary school are a very important time for the formation of their personalities. And because the differences in everyone's quirks have such a large effect on this, we provide counseling, we provide counseling, support them however we can in hopes of fostering a healthy state of mind. Unfortunately, counseling alone has its limits. The children in this class have completely closed their hearts off from us, and I know full well that I am the one to be held accountable for that. However, it is my hope that by interacting with all of you who are striving to achieve your dreams, it will help the children return to their pure, earnest selves. This is no time for us to be acting insensitive, then. There's a person here who needs our help. In other words, we just gotta get along with all the kids, right? Challenge accepted. Let's get this damn babysitting job over with so we can join with the training over there. Oh my Bakugoat. Wasted no time with that insensitive remark. How will Yue's own powder keg approach this? This is what happens when the teacher fails to carry out their role as a leader of the kids. Thanks to that, the brats have stolen the initiative. Oh, it just kind of happened before I knew it. That ain't what this is. There's definitely a boss among the kids who sets the mood for the rest of the class. We've got to find him. Yo, man, they got a Mr. One, yo. They got a, what do they call him? Nigel? Was that number 1 from Codename Kids Next Door? I believe that's what his name was. I think it was. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I watched K&D. And once we do, we'll smash them until they're broken. Hang them up as an example, make everyone stone them. We'll instill in a little brat just how diminutive of an existence they really are. That's the most effective method. Yo, man, Bakugo's over here sounding like a villain, son. Straight up heel promo. So we just gotta get along with the kids, right? Bakugo has stated his unique point of view. Which one of you punks is the strongest? Come out and fight me. And we have an excellent panel right here and like a little downward camera shot seeing it from below. Bakugo looks really cool. And he's already doomed to fail. Your violent way of thinking is so outdated. You must have a terrible upbringing. He knows about your upbringing? It may be important of me to say this, but is this really going to be alright? No worries, he's just doing a little sideshow is all. Delinquents are so out of fashion. Kami over here, yeah. Well, they shouldn't be, damn it. Everyone knows that the fast track to becoming best friends is just to get to know one another. That's a shoot. That is most certainly a shoot. So who wants to be a hero? Raise your hand! Looks like the kid from Shiketsu is the next one up to bat. Entertaining children is more than likely Inasa's forte. His bigger spirit livens those around him. Now then, we should be in for a good show. This boy sure is easily influenced. Me, heroes are super cool, and I'm really strong. I see, and he picks them up, man. I want to be one too. It's all about heat, passion, and overflowing hot-bloodedness, you know? I have no idea what he's talking about, but it looks like it's working. Heroes are supposed to protect everyone's smiles, right? Do you really think that little boys and girls cause trouble for their teachers can become great heroes? No. That's right! So in that case, but then that means you can't become one either because you increase the teachers and the public safety people's workloads by making them hold these extra training courses? No, man, the logical train of thought. And, like, seriously, man. Kids that I speak to now, like whenever I go out and like I talk to my brother or I talk to just like any kid that is growing up in this day and age between like the ages of like 3 to 10 or like even like from 4 to 10, you just see that they're thinking more logically than ever, at least from what I've encountered. This is the same way that this is how they think. Like, they always try to find the logical scenario, and whenever you tell them something, they're like, wait a sec. But doesn't that mean that it means this? Or that it could mean this? And then it brings up an entirely different perspective that you might have not even thought of. And this is coming from a kid. You know, and it's incredible to me. And it just takes you back, and you're like, man, you can learn a lot from kids, man. You really, really can. And this one right here straight up tells them, like, look, you're over here trying to tell me that I can't become a hero because I don't respect my teacher. Well, look at you. Look at you. You're the one that increased the teachers and public safety people's workloads. Look who says that. I'm telling you, bro, but that legit kids, I can definitely see a kid saying that, man. Like that's straight up from Horikoshi's experience. I guarantee it. Guarantee it straight from Horikoshi's personal experiences. Crap, you're right. And I mean, Inasa just goes Team Rocket. He's blasting off again. Who's the dude over here, man, squinting? I have no right to be preaching to you, kids from my high horse. I'm sorry. He's heroically pure, that's for sure. And damn right he is. These kids are more twisted than we thought. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you need violence to put them in their place. You know, Bakugo's the type of father that would spank his kids, man. Like, legit. They bring him home, man. Something happens. Bakugo, take him back to bring out the belt or something, man. That's the type of pops that Bakugo is. That's where you're wrong, Bakugo. Huh? That's how I was raised, you know. I knew it. I knew it, man. He probably had that Tranclefla treatment and everything. There's definitely a better way on doing this. Is that so? Alright, go ahead and show me how you do things then. Sure. I've entrusted everything to Shoto. Oh, yeah, this is the conversation where, I believe it was the chapter before this that ended off in, whenever, what was it? What did he ask me? He was like, what does it mean to be the symbol of peace? Or something around those lines? What a way, man, to, I believe that was the ending of the last chapter that I read. But anyways, when I was 20 years old, I had already climbed my way up to the number 2 spot. 20! Wow, and because I climbed that far, I understood it almost immediately, that I would never be able to reach the summit. If all I wanted was the title, I could have foolishly smiled to everyone like you and just played the crowd pleaser. But I wanted to be stronger than anyone else. This isn't like you at all. Shut up and answer me. What is the symbol of peace? What is the symbol of peace, huh? You gotta love the rivalry between these two. Yo, and it's just them two in the seats, man. No one else around them. It's just those two having a conversation with nobody else listening, man. This is when you truly can see, you know, how a person actually is whenever they're together with their rival, all alone with nobody else listening. To be honest, I have no idea what to say. I simply believe that this country was in need of a symbol, and I ran at full speed chasing my goal. A powerful light. It can serve as a beacon. As a beacon of hope for the people and a warning for the villains. I swore to myself that I would become that light and kept running until I made it that far. The people out on the street were always making such anxious faces. No matter how many heroes there were out there, crime would not decrease. The people were afraid much more than they are even now. I ignored the kindness of the people around me and pushed most of them away. That is the path I chose, man. Night-eye, bro. Respect, dog. R.I.P. to a legend, man. Your former sidekick, huh? Endeavor. I know full well the kind of situation you're in and what the world is saying about you. There are many people out there who compare the two of us to one another. But you and I are different. There is no need for you to follow in my footsteps and become the same type of symbol of peace that I aim to become. You simply need to find your own way of doing things, and there's no need to rush it. Alrighty then, looks like he's up next. That was beautiful from All Might, man. Like basically him telling Endeavor, there is no need for you to follow completely in my footsteps, even though that is what the world is looking for. Like find your own path, find your own thing. It's like he says, find your own way of doing things. And there's no rush, man. It's like the world is gonna say a bunch of different things about you, but keep doing you, and keep striving towards whatever it is that you're gonna strive towards, man. And keep following your own path. Like don't follow mine, because we're two entirely different people, and you should know better than anyone, because you always know your rival better than they know themselves. So, really, really awesome conversation between these two right here, man. My way of doing things, he's somewhere in between cool and composed and burning with passion. Todoroki Shoto. Shoto! Endeavor, man. A guy showing fatherly love? This is so precious. Not good at this rate, I'll sink to her level. Ignore. Okay, Kami. So all the little girls are looking up to Todoroki, and Kami's looking up to Endeavor. Oh man, how was he planning on closing distance? This will be a sight to see. 5 pee-pee mans, boring. Just leave him alone. Pee-pee man. Then let's go mess with the big gorilla instead. First I need to show them what kind of person I am. Everything I see will fall on deaf ears until I do. You see Endeavor. Look at him, yo, just straight up. It's like one of those menacing faces like you would usually see one of the comic book, exclamations right there. It's like boom, bam, menacing. See, that reaches Todoroki. He looks back. I'm not 5P man. I'm an UA student, aspiring hero. My name is Shoto. My father is Endeavor, the #1 hero, and I've always represented him. So I set my sights on becoming a hero in order to get back at him. I didn't mess well with my classmates. That's my telling his life story. It's like he's reading directly from his character introduction page. That's what I'm saying. He's telling his whole life story. The kid's like, boring. Poor Todoroki, man. Sorry. You gave it your best shot, Todoroki. Man, you're hopeless. It seems that the 3 of you have been trying to do things the normal way this whole time, but wouldn't it be way easier and simpler to just show them who we are with our quirks? That is a great idea. I was just about to say that. For real though? What a coincidence. Oh man, I can't get over the dialogue. There's still a large gap between us and the kids. Actually, it seems like they're getting their kicks by giving us trouble. For our attack, we shouldn't be able to try to fill in the gap. We need to just dive right in. Demonstrate our skills, and then they'll see what we're really made of. They're talking about something. We already know. Mommy and Daddy and all the people on TV have been saying it. Can we rely on these heroes, they say? And we know we've heard them say it over and over. Our children know that's dangerous. That our generation will be better. Yo, they have quirks too? I don't remember if that was ever confirmed before, was it? Was it confirmed? Listen, man. It's been a month since I came on here and read My Hero, so I don't recall. But yo, look at my boy right here, man. Straight up has a cannon coming out of his mouth. The other one over here has little chomp things from Mario. What is going on right here, coach? The one in the middle is like he's wearing an Akatsuki outfit. Let's go. Oh, that isn't even the end of the chapter. Just what I wanted to see. Bring it on, brats. I'll take you all on. Are you seriously having this much trouble with a bunch of grade school kids? The small amount of conscious Mike had left prevented him from uttering those words. The small amount of conscious Mike had left prevented him from uttering those words, yo. The small amount of conscience that he had left. Let me see. School entrance. Yo, and it shows a young Endeavor and Shoto's mom. That's a really, really heartwarming cover right here. A warm provisional license. Alright, chapter 166. We'll show you you're no match for us. Bring it on, you brats. We'll take you on. In the end, all they can do, they resort to trying to keep us down from up on their pedestals. Of course, it doesn't resonate at all. Responding to force in kind is the pinnacle of ignorance. Who are you exactly? It appears that you seem unaware of the particulars facing Shigetsu Academy. So I've arrived to support you in your endeavor to commentate in an equitable fashion. As President Mike has said, an all-out class will only breed ill will in the hearts of these children. But preferences of Garland's will offer the children a chance at growth. Tossing aside the opportunity for dialogue will lead them down a dead-end road. Please, this is not the time to be chatting leisurely. Those kids, they really believe that their course should be superior. And they're serious about defeating everyone. Look at that, yo. My boy right here, you're the kappa! Straight up. Juggling them, man. Juggling all these chomp things from Mario. And he can make them even bigger? Goes right in. Yo, it even gets a piece of Bakugo's mask. How do you like my binging balls? Or binging balls. I'm gonna go ahead and say binging balls. Binging balls. You weren't able to dodge them, huh? They're fast and strong. But you couldn't see it coming at you. It goes right in. Shoto and Inasa go back. Dust. Achoo. Assault dust. Those guys are helpless, alright. Finish them. Tongue tank. Tongue tank. So that's what we call that cannon coming at them off. Tongue tank. Shout out to Tongue Tank, man, for having one of the most beast quirks in the series. Yo, Tongue Tank, man, having a straight up tank coming out your mouth. You're like, yeah, it's going in. Your spit is legit explosive. Imagine that. Imagine all the spit bombs and all that stuff, man, that you did back in like elementary school and middle school. All of that stuff, man. Just imagine if you had this Tongue Tank, man. That would be devastating. A Tongue Tank ability for a kid, especially knowing how I was whenever I was younger, man. Woo! Devastation, baby. Devastation. Viral Cosmos. Electromagnetic Bullet. Hula Hoop. King Slam. Kids these days are the worst. Hey, what's going on here? When I was their age, I wasn't able to demonstrate this kind of power. Physically, mentally, legally. Legally. You know, there is this line of thinking that as generations pass, quirks will continue to mixing together and deepen. They'll get stronger and more complicated, to the point where nobody will be able to control them anymore. Those who subscribe to this school of thought call it the quirk singularity. When I look at these kids, I can't help but shudder a little. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. This is all my... Oh, they're right there. Gangorka, don't you think this is bad? Bad? Is that what you think? In other words, are you suggesting that I'm just sitting here dumbfounded watching these unexpected events unfold? No, sir, no, sir. Well, now, it's those guys' turns. Let's take a little look. As rotten as they may be, you know, there's a lot of hero hopefuls should be able to handle these type of circumstances. Yo, man, look at this awesome panel of the squad right here. To just attack other people without hesitation, you're all twisted. It seems they believe that their own prospective hero opponents don't mind what you do to them. I just want to drop this training course stuff and get along better with the kids. He's still trying to get back on the good side of the kids, man. What, these guys aren't afraid of our quirks? Just because they were born a little earlier than we were? Pfft. Everybody, let's show them. Let's show them our strength. I'll go. Queen Beam! See a laser come right out? Totodaki looks like he comes, directly from a different anime. Directly from a different manga art style. With the eyes, with the hair. I mean, it looks like this is Shoujo Totodaki. Straight up Shoujo Totodaki, man. Hey, no, I've been entranced by your cute face. It's just a shame for you to spoil it with your wrinkles. I'm saving this panel. Yo. I'm saving this okay panel. Not only is this extremely cute, but I can use this as a troll thing one day. I really can, yeah. I can use this as some sort of meme-related picture, man. Okay. Oh, she is blushing. She's out of this world, man. Shoujo Totodaki is hacked. Shoujo Totodaki is like almost Hancock level when it comes to that, yeah. I mean, everyone is shook when Shoujo Totodaki comes to town, man. Look at this dude. My man said it would be such a shame for you to spoil it with your wrinkles. He has his hand out and everything, man. Like he's coming from Revolutionary Girl Lieutenant or something, yeah. Okay. Sorry. It's just an illusion, but you wanted... Freaking KB, man. It was not even Todoroki, dog. It was flipping. I knew that something was off, man. Man, I knew something was... I legitimately, I was like, you know what? Maybe, you know, half of me was like, Todoroki probably decided this is the only way I can get out of the situation. But no. It's KB, yo. It's KB. Sorry, just an illusion. But you wanted to be talked like that too, right? These days our school forbids relations with the opposite gender. Salty as... Salty as fuck, yo. Salty! Sashimi Gaming, quirk, glamour. For a short period of time, she can create illusions, but abuse is absolutely forbidden. She's legit, bro. I cannot make this up, yo. Salty as blacknards out here, man. Get him out of here, coach. Gaming's insane. I've been entranced by your cute face. That was so good, Miss Illusion. Listen, man, you know it's real when even Bakugo is shook. You know it's real when even Bakugo is shook, man. Was what she really said that funny? And Todoroki's out here shook, yo. He doesn't even understand what's going on, man. He's still attempting to process the whole situation. But shout out to Kami, man. Alright, that kid who was talking earlier, let's go. What are you doing? I've had to bow to adults for so many things. I can play the piano better than any adult. These heroes who get angry every day on TV, the police, our teacher who was quick to tears, compared to me, they're all no good. We'll make a show of them. We'll show them that we're the ones who can be truly interested with power. Whoa. Well, that's Inasa with his wind quirk. I was like, whoa, is this kid? Inasa with the wind quirk. You kids are certainly awesome, but you know, it doesn't just stop with us spinning you around. The inside of this building needs to be more lit. Here we go. We see an amazing double page spread here. We see Todoroki at what appears to be like a sort of like ice palace, or like an ice coaster, or no, an ice slide. Actually, is the best way for me to explain it. And it's an ice slide coming right down. I can slip and slide and go down. Inasa's helping out a little bit over there. Wow. Ooh, whoa. Whoa! I would love to be on this ice slide, man. Let alone the kids, you know what I'm saying? And they're going down, man. They're having a blast. What? They can do stuff like that? That's so cool. Because I can't make complicated forms of my own, I used your guys' stuff as the skeleton for it. It's all because of your splendid quirks. No fair. How come only Tamashiro-kun and them get to go? Okay, line up. We want them to make them think we're cool or awesome? But on the other hand, if you just lose to an opponent who is looking down on you, all it does is leave you feeling shitty. Hey, that's facts. In terms of like how Bakugo states this, I can see where he's coming from with it, man. If you just lose to an opponent who is looking down on you, you know, that most certainly would leave you feeling that way. You know what I'm saying, man? If those kids stay like that, they'll just end up like I was during the exam, becoming a pain in the ass to everyone. It's only broadening their outlook a little bit. It's something that we should at least be able to do. A perfect parry. So their plan was designed to deepen their interactions without breaking their spirits. This way of doing things is nice, isn't it? Makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Hey, you go participate. What are you doing? Could you let go of me? You're too low class. You're their leader, aren't you? Yo, he's number one. If all you ever do is look down on people, you won't be able to recognize your own weak. Yeah. My man Bakugo delivering a promo, and look at the eye looking back like, yeah. If all you ever do is look down on people, you won't be able to recognize your own weaknesses. Straight up from experience, I guarantee you that is. Straight up from experience. Bakugo, man. If all you ever do is look down on people, you won't be able to recognize your own weaknesses. And the fact that's coming from Bakugo makes that statement hit home, man. It really does, bro. Remember the advice your senpai is giving you. Yo, Baldy, Todoroki. Inasa's having a blast, man. He said he's sending these kids on twisters. What he said just now. What is this? Why, it wasn't just appearances. Those words came from the heart. So of course they'll resonate. Yo, he moved the kid to tears, bro. Bakugo. Everyone, next time, let's all work together to make an even more awesome one. Let's make a blast wave roller coaster. Okay? Is that even possible? All those unruly children, what on earth? From here on out, it's your turn. Please guide them well. Yes. For what reason we're equipped with our powers? Endeavor. The answer to that must be quite simple. Mission accomplished. Yo, man. Just seeing all of them, you know, communicating, be together with all these kids, man, is so dope. These chapters, it just... It makes you look back on everything at the end of the day, and like, you know, even though they do all these things, in terms of, you know, saving everyone and fighting off all these villains. But chapters like these show me like the true essence of what a hero is, man. It's to inspire those who need inspiration, man. You know, to inspire those who, you know, in their darkest times need a hero like that. And especially for kids, man. Kids always want something and need someone to look up to, and to, you know, to strive to be either becoming like that person, or to chase after that person to become greater than them, whatever the case may be. We as children, or whenever we were children, even as adults, honestly, but even more as children, we always look for that role model, you know, and that figure that we could follow, and either follow in their footsteps or chase after them. And just chapters like these really show me, first of all, the innocence of children, and how they, whenever you see them act in the way that they do, it brings back the child in you, and how you acted whenever you were a kid, and thus you act the same way whenever you're with other children. And then but just, you know, being a hero in the situation, and how they think they're absolutely awesome after displaying their quirks, and it's like, you know, that's the way the kids are, you know, man. And that was so that was really heartwarming right there, and then in that chapter. So I'm gonna go ahead and read this one, man, and I think I'll go ahead and stop here for tonight with chapter 167, A Hero's Starting Line. I sincerely thank you all so much. It's dangerous. Get back. You use me as a part of the cleanup crew, huh? Fine. I'll blow it all away till there's no trace left. He's actually gonna do it. Seriously? Thanks. Those who play also have to clean up. Okay, Mr. Willie, let's quirk. Mr. Willie, my quirk lets me make ice shards disappear by eating them. My name's not Willie, it's Shoto. I was like, who the hell's Mr. Willie? Mr. Willie, yo. Willie. Willie? Willie? As in like penis? Like pee-pee? Hold on. The child calls Shoto Gochinko. Chinko is a slang term for... There we go. There we go. I was like, Mr. Willie. And then I remember going back to what he was talking to earlier. Trolls, man. Your quirk will shine during a town's disaster rescue now, won't it? Shine? Yeah, it'll shine. To think that those kids became this docile. No, they've always been docile. Also makes them perilous. Those kids' attitudes reflect their evaluation of us adults. Unfortunately, to unleash their quirks onto someone without any hesitation like that is a problem of the education system. Even though we're heroes, we're not able to look after them in every aspect. Quirk education is something I entrust to you, miss. Yes. In order to not waste the chance everyone has given me, I will teach and guide them the best of my ability. Thank you very much. Excuse me, I can understand how you speak. Can we talk again? Yeah, if you buy a phone, they hit me up for reals. Cooperate. I get a kick out of that, man. I really do, because it's not often that you see a character like that. Cooperate to capture the children's hearts. If you all strived hard for the abstract challenge, you all have that self-awareness. The others are also progressing well. Without forgetting today's training, strive for what it is to come. You all have so much potential. They're gone. Kids like it's short and to the point. He's overdoing it. Yeah, man. Whenever you give long speeches, man, the kids, they're out of there, coach. They're like, no, we done. We done out here, man. When I think about it, I really like you. Your quirk is really compatible with mine, too. Is that so? Say, when Bakugo keeps quiet, doesn't he seem pretty well-mannered? If he keeps this up. Hey, Kami wants to, well, she wants herself a little bit of the Bakugo pie. Hey, man, hey, look. We might be able to make something happen. You know what I'm saying? See, exclamation point? Ah, the heroes. Shishikura is chatting up with All Might. That's symbolic for reals. What's the topic? Life? What are you talking about, you idiot? Really? Sick. The fact that the Alliance got involved with schools outside of UA this time, and that there has never been this level of deep exchange between you and Shigetsu before, has led us to consider sharing information by keeping contact hereafter. It is also still unclear that you were attacked. Utsushimi-kun, we were hoping we could make things come to light easier if we work together. Sick. Just the one-liners, you're like, yeah. Sick. Developing trolls, man. We're discussing possible cooperative training exercise from now on. Next time you try ordering me around, I'll beat the ever-loving flag nerds out of you, as he should. As he should. You're still a bastard by showing your rude behavior. Know your place. Sorry, did you say something? Long time no see, Shoto. You've changed a lot. Shut up. Yo, and he went to go get him on his head, man. And Todoroki said, "That junk out of here, coach." Shoto, I'm proud of you, son. Man, yo. That one hit home. That one hit home, bro. I'm proud of you, son. And look at Todoroki. He looks serious. Endeavor. So, I will become a hero you can be proud of, too. Yeah, man. Going all the way back to the festival. To the sports festival, man, where we saw everything that Todoroki did to, you know, just take his father out of everything possible in his life. You're completely rejecting him. And the relationship that they had up until that point, man, and everything leading up to there. And then Endeavor comes here. And he states this. He says, not only am I proud of you, but I'll become a hero that you can be proud of too, man. That's some beautiful stuff right there, man. It really is, dog. Your father's #1 hero. The greatest, man. Do whatever you want. You know, Todoroki wants to smile, yo. You know, he wants to go back and be like, yeah, you hear my pop said to me? Do whatever you want. And Inasa punches himself in the face. I don't know what's going on here. My man's punched himself in the face. But you see him in a serious panel. Looks like decks himself. Comes right back. Endeavor! I'll be cheering you on. Thank you. You're bleeding a lot. It's like, what? Why, bro? Why do such a thing? Is it because he wanted to punch himself? Is that what he was doing? Was he causing so much pain that, like, the pain of like the nerve, or not really the pain, but where his mind would be focused on the pain, so that way actually talking to Endeavor wouldn't destroy his nerves? Is that what he was doing? I can definitely see him doing something like that, yo. Thank you. You're bleeding a lot. Well, then let's go. It's happening bit by bit, but Endeavor and all the young boys and girls. Occasionally they stop in their tracks, and from time to time they'll look back. But step by step, they're making progress. A few days later. Let's go, man. I feel like I haven't seen Deku in manga time in quite some time, dude. Before we knew it, September came to a close and October began. The last vestiges of summer faded away and the temperature difference became more drastic. Our intern group, accompanied by All Might and Aizawa-sensei, went to Night Eye's funeral. In the end of the conversation between the school and the hero office, the internship was postponed for the time being. Night Eye's office was taken over by his sidekick Centipede, while awaiting Togata-senpai's return. And Eri-chan finally regained consciousness, though her psychological state is still unstable. Since it's still unclear whether she might lose control again, Aizawa-sensei told me we weren't allowed to have a face-to-face. Man, yo, it's like you can't blame Aizawa in that situation. You really can't, man. To make that decision, you know, must be tough for Deku, because of course he wants to see her and make her feel okay as just as a hero, like as her hero. He wants to be there with her throughout this struggle in this situation. But at this point in time, I think it's better off that he takes the decision that he has made, and to not see her for the time being. Man, I think until Eri herself says, "Let me see you," that until then, Deku should just stay on standby. You know what I'm saying? Moreover, Eri-chan's quirk was found to originate from the horn on her forehead. That horn seemed to shrink along with her fever. Now it has shrunk to just about the size of a lump. It is pretty damn small now. It's not particularly elegant, but calculate the integral of this equation. Whoever has the answer, raise your hand. Ectoplasm Sensei does occasionally get really into his hobbies. He's better than us. Even number one student Yorozu has been stomped, huh? Excuse me, this is truly a question of darkness. So Cammy looks to the side. Look at Deku, bro. My boy is going ham on the writing. Midoriya! 107 divided by 14! Wrong! Yorozu. The reason why I'm laughing is because that's happened to me, bro, where I think I have the right answer, man. And I'm going ham. I'm mad excited. I get up. I'm like, I'm right here, coach. And then you give the answer and you get it wrong. Or just sit back there and like, well, whatever. Whatever. And then Yaruguruzu says 107 divided by 28. Correct. Let's go to the next page then. That was close, huh? Calculation error. Lunch. Deku-kun, you were ferocious. Putting effort into your studies is a good thing. To save time for the afternoon, let's try and beat the lunch rush. And as for me, ever since that day, yeah, I'm starving. Something strange has been happening. Strange. Is that Aoyama? Okay, then here's some cheese. Flipping Flagnards? First of all, this is a really, really amazing facial expression panel from Deku. But wait, hold on. One sec. Something strange has been happening. We go right here. And out of nowhere, Aoyama shows up and puts a piece of cheese in his mouth. The hell? You scared me, cheese! Point left, cheese. It's easier to eat when they're circular. Nah, it's okay. I still have some in my mouth. Thanks, though. How about you, Aoyama-kun? You usually eat by yourself, right? None. This cafeteria doesn't suit my tastes. Goes off and he sits by himself in the corner. Flying Flagnards? People have varying tastes. Won't push too hard, okay then, time for lunch. Something strange, yes. His behavior left a strong impact, but Aoyama-kun was a man whom I could never read. What the heck is going on? It's 1 a.m. already, I have to get sleep. My man's at his house looking over him sleeping. Until he finally started to reveal his true nature. Aoyama? What? He finally started to reveal his true nature. What is that? What does that even mean? Hold on, next chapter. Next chapter, screw that. Next chapter. What is this? Yo, look at this cover. Yeah, man, my computer almost shut down. Stupid alerts. Look at all this garbage. Whole bunch of alerts. Alert. Garbage. Look at this. Yo. Look at this cover with Overhaul versus Deku and Harry. This is a sick cover. A Bright Future Volume 18. Dude, this looks sick. That is an awesome volume cover, dude. That's going to be a volume that I can't wait. The movie. You were getting a movie. And you may think, wait, what's this all of a sudden? Yes, we're getting a movie. Honestly, I felt that my whole life was at a relative peak from getting an anime. Being able to go beyond even that benchmark with a movie hadn't really felt real until I went through concept meetings and checking the script and such. Then it finally hit me, we're really making a movie. Every year since MHA began its utilization, my life has one peak after the next. But like when I've grown ripe of age, I'll probably be that old timer constantly crowing about his past achievements. Look here, Sonny. We know my work got on not only an anime, but a movie too. The movie will be out on August 3rd. Mark your calendars. And I know he's coming over here, Horikoshi, to promote the movie to San Diego Comic-Con next month. I really hope that the movie comes out very, very soon for us. I really can't wait to watch this movie whenever it does come out over here in the States. Regardless of whether they show it in the theaters dubbed or subbed, I think My Hero is popular enough to where they can give it to us in the theaters for sure. And maybe at Comic-Con they will give that type of announcement, like, yo, if you guys want to watch this movie, now you can. It'll be available on such and such days in these theaters and whatnot. I think that'd be a really cool thing to have. But regardless, let me go find out this Aoyama situation because I'm confused. I'm really, really confused over this whole Aoyama situation. Come on. A collection of Aoyama's eccentricities. Eccentricities. Look at this man. It's like out of nowhere. Radiant, brilliant, dazzling, shimmering, glistening, sparkling, beaming, not a single adjective can capture my shine. The same Aoyama who's been trolling this entire series. A apparently his true nature? And he's stalking Deku? Watch this from the window. Look at Deku. What was that? That was Aoyama-kun, wasn't it? Oh, he knew he was there. Oh, was he on the veranda? What did he come here for? Oh, this is scary. What should I do? He's already in the neighborhood, in the neighboring room. So why exactly was he on the veranda? Was he trying to visit me? No, I'm way too confused about his intentions. This is scary. What was he here for? He opens the window. And there's some words. I know. I know in cheese? I know. Cheese. He knows a secret. He knows that Deku has it. That he has All Might. It's quirk. He knows that he has one for all. And then, is that what he's saying by I know? That he knows he inherited and that he inherited it? The following day. You can't run, so move as quickly as is permitted. A minute before the start of class, just in time. It's too early for this stuff, eh? It's too early for this. Stuff it. Staying up late is bad for you. It'll disturb your autonomic nervous system. Hey, man, that's for sure for me. Mine was destroyed a long time ago. Mine was destroyed a long time ago, man. I've been staying up my whole life. Staying up late is bad for you. Whatever. I'm sorry, class president. We see Aoyama come in, and he says, "Surprise." Aoyama-kun, I was so scared I couldn't sleep. I really haven't talked with Aoyama-kun before. He's not only the type of person who actively gets involved with people. He gives off the impression of a free spirit who speaks what he wants when he wants. I've always thought the same thing. But his behavior at the training camp and other places like the provisional license exam, he later considered flowing with emotion, is certainly that of a hero. So what does that guy want with me? That's what I'm stressing, bro. Like, and why now? Is there some kind of situation? If that's the case, maybe it's something he can't share with the rest of the class and doesn't want to risk making a big fuss about it. That is true. That is a very good point. Hey, Manetsu, do you know what this is? R rated? No, it's for all ages. This man's always thinking. Yeah, his mind in the gutter, yo. Mount Lady and Edgeshot are forming a team. Conway Woods is here too. Mount Lady, you say? Hey, Mineta heard that. He was like, well, hey, man. That's the site Lurkers, right? They've been rumors for a long time. There have been a lot of team-ups here recently. Mount Lady's hype is crazy. When we become pro heroes, let's form a team too. Uraraka, you'll make me float, okay? I'll make it rain acid. Isn't that a bit harsh? And I can get a boost from Sero's tape? What are you talking about? Koda, Shoji, and Jiro will do reconnaissance. Team Rainy Day. Team Rainy Day! Alright, I see it. I'm picking up. I'm picking it up, son. What about us? No thanks. He straight up just says, nah, you good. You Gucci, fam. You Gucci. Team up is not just about your quirks. How compatible your personalities are is important too. Yamomo, that's overkill. Dang, yo, she's selling out. She's selling out, dog. Yamomo, that's overkill. Everyone, please get moving. Changing time is almost over. Now then, for today, let's keep working on improving our super moves. I'm still really interested in this Aoyama situation, man. Like, Horikoshi can't just leave us with that. Previously, I charged you all with a 2 super move minimum. Those who haven't met this goal yet will focus on development, and those who have will focus on even further improvements. Unbreakable, my boy Kirishima, dog, the legend. I won't fall to someone like you. I'll become a true man. Goat moment, bro. I'll train myself until I have attacks as good as the villains, and to do that, Bakugo, Sato, Midoriya. Treat me like your sandbag and hit me to your heart's content. Are you trying to trick us? Sorry, but I'm gonna be by myself. Deku said he wants to be by himself. And Bakugo looks at him and he says, "Have you gotten any better?" Not at all. Not at all, huh? Didn't you say you were gonna surpass me? And Deku looks down. Kirishima, let me shoot you with my howitzer. With my howitzer. Sounds good. No, it doesn't. You'll go flying through the building. Knock it off. At my maximum limit, I can draw out 20% of my strength. But even with that, I couldn't beat Chisaki. I have to make the power of 100% my own. Otherwise, I won't win, and then I won't save anyone. Here, look here. Aoyama? Bro, and then... And see, this is why I can't take this man serious, bro. Dude, Laser just pops out. She's a troll. But then again, man, the trolls usually do make the best villains, but I don't see Aoyama being a villain, man. Like, this has to be something more. This has to be more like what Deku's thinking of. Maybe something that he can't share with anybody, and around like those lines. New technique, naval laser buffet, and there's a bunch of lasers going everywhere. Once more, zzz, pew 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 pew, and this is right here, in the rocks. The rock says, the rock says, the rock. The rock. If you smell French phrase, which is an idiom that means still waters run deep. Still waters run deep. Doing this makes my stomach ache very quickly. Then why did you do it? Cemento Sensei, Aoyama-kun's in very bad condition. Is it okay if we rest for a bit? All good. I need to ask, and there's no better place in here. Just a bit ago, that message on the veranda, I know, what did you mean? You're quick doesn't suit your body. I'm going to assume that means your quirk. Your quirk doesn't suit your body. So he knows. He knows. Your quirk doesn't suit your body. You and I are the same. What in the world is this, Aoyama-kun? Say what? I've constantly had a support belt since I was a kid. If I didn't, sometimes my naval laser would leak out. I was born with it. And so my quirk and my body are also not compatible. That's what the doctor told me. When you join the school, you can control your work at all, right? I thought you and I were the same since then, since the internship, and even before then. I could see you were growing more impatient. Aoyama-kun, aren't you happy about the surprise? Nothing makes me more happy than surprises. I thought it would make you happy. What do you think? Was the cheese tasty? I have the courage to eat that. If you face hardships alone, you surely won't be able to shine. You had me scared, but it was all just to encourage me. Thank you. The surprise was a huge success, Aoyama-kun. And Aoyama-kun looks very sad. As if that wasn't the response he wanted to hear. What is going on here, man? Aoyama-kun? This guy's a flipping troll, man. It came out. Since then, Aoyama-kun and I became good friends. Here's come financier. Thank you. Aoyama's been pretty lively recently. God. And here I was thinking about... Is that a color page? Oh, Raka. She looks pretty cool. Defying Gravity. Culture Festival. No, but that was pretty cool. Or not cool, I'm sorry. That was I'm really glad that this is cool. I can't stop looking at this color page. Just the way the colors mesh, the way Raka, the way that like the perspective is right here. It's a really dope color page. But getting back to what I was just talking about with Aoyama, I'm really happy that didn't turn into anything else, man. But at the same time, it did seem like he was very somber about hearing that, you know? Like almost like we might get back to that in the future again. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not entirely sure. We'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens. But that was very interesting. Aoyama going after him, telling him that you know him and because Deku was right. Like Aoyama barely ever gets screen time, and that really confused me. I was like, what is going on? But it led to him actually wanting to tell him that. You know, that he was also told that his quirk doesn't fit his body. But that means that that means that he doesn't know that it's All Might's quirk. Then maybe he does know, he's just not sharing it. Because that somber look on his face, even though it was treated as a trollish moment, the way that his face looked, man, I don't know. There's just something off about that entire thing. Maybe there's more to the situation than when we see the eye. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just thinking too much. But that was crazy. I didn't expect that. Like that legit came out of left field. I was like, oh yeah, what the flying stars, you know? But this is a fun little bit of chapters. I kind of want to read this chapter right here, man. This color page is making me want to read this chapter. Might just break and say screw it. Read this chapter too, man, and then I'll end it on here on chapter 169, and I'll carry on next time from 170. But that was some great stuff, man. Just overall with the kids and the Endeavor and Todoroki scene was GOAT, man. But the whole Aoyama thing, I was like, what is going on here, Coach? But we'll see what happens. I'll go back and reread that after off air. I'll go back and reread that portion. It's, I don't know, man. That face just left really left a weird taste in my mouth, man. But we'll see what happens. Number 169, The Culture Festival, Defying Gravity. This is such an... I gotta save this, yo. This is gonna be a thumbnail. This is gonna be a thumbnail, man. If I'm reading this chapter, and this is gonna be the thumbnail. This is a really, really cool color page. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Look! Look! Look over here! It's lively. And all she does is straight up just goes... Whoop, flips, lands, breaking breakdance, going right around. Dancing is her hobby, huh? If her skirt slips off her panties, these dudes, man. If her skirt slips off her panties, might too. Like, yeah, man, great observation there, buddy. Ashido-san's current body movements take inspiration from dance. How should I put it? The state of movement where your entire body is being used. Don't forget the steam buns I cooked at the first battle training. I should try it too. Could you teach me? Okay, boy, let's dance. Yes, ma'am. Sato's sweets are also great, though. It's great that you've maintained this active hobby during our hero training. Such strength. And Jiro and Momo are looking over here. Though, if we're talking about hobbies, Jiro's is pretty impressive too. Hey, stop it. Actually, that room of yours looked like a music store. That's beyond the scope of just a hobby. Hey, enough already, okay? Don't you guys remember the room ring? That's gotta be a music pros room, right? How often do you practice? Do you seriously? I mean it. Yo, man, she's like, chill, relax. Jiro's like, relax. What did... Moves to the side. We have a culture festival. Well, that's the title of the chapter. Aizawa comes straight up in here and just tells him, like, yo, man, we have a culture festival. So school-like? Sensei, have you been to Eri-chan's today? Let's table that matter. Culture festival! The school-like stuff has come! Let's decide what we're gonna do. Is it okay for us to be so carefree at this point in time? Hiroshima, you've changed, huh? But it's valid, isn't it? Especially during the proliferation of villains, period. That's an excellent point. However, UA doesn't revolve around the hero department. If the athletic festival is sponsored by the hero department, then the culture festival is the domain of the other departments. The level of exposure isn't comparable, but to them it's an exciting festival. Moreover, the truth of the matter is that there's a considerable number of students who are stressed out from the daily activities of the hero department and its new boarding system. Form of support. Aw, man, we're gonna be revisiting some legends in this arc. Gonna be looking forward to that, yo. Since you put it that way, I really don't have anything else to say. That is also why you shouldn't apologize so easily. This year will be different from past years. Part of the staff will be cut, and the culture festival will only occur within the school. I've already said we're not the main drivers of this event, but as a rule, each class is to pick out one program. Today, we'll be deciding on that. Please allow me, Class 1A Representative Tanya to facilitate some progress. I will try my best to narrow down ideas smoothly. First, let us pick some possible themes. Those with suggestions, raise your hand. Oh, what a fast change in attitude. No, I'll keep the class in order no matter what. Kaminari! Let's do a maid cafe. Yo, my boy Kaminari straight up said, screw all of that. Let's get a maid cafe going, man. Let's flex. Let's flex a little bit, yo. A maid's a service theme? Oh, not bad. Oh, that's too tame, Kaminari. Oh, Mineta's legit insane, bro. He's insane, man. Gotta love the dude, bro. You gotta love the dude. Uraka-kun? Emoji shop? Arm wrestling competition. Yo, man, I'm with there in Kirishima. That'd be pretty cool, man. Just like, yeah, arm wrestle, son. Bikuri House. What is Bikuri? I don't know what Bikuri House is. A Japanese magazine in the 70s which triggered its own subculture. Interesting. Bikuri House. I don't think I've ever heard of that term before. I don't know what that is, but I'm sure it must be interesting. Crepe House. A grab-and-go food theme. Perfect. Dancing. Flashy. A petting zoo. A petting zoo? A banquet for students of darkness. Yo, my boy said a banquet for students of darkness. My glitter show. A short play or something? Gotcha. Well, then, anything else? That's why I said crepes. The crepes don't belong in any Asian food theme. Be quiet, be quiet. Let's do Bikuri House then. You weren't able to narrow it down, huh? It was a pointless meeting in the end. We get a decision by tomorrow morning. In the event that you can't decide, we'll have a public lecture. Alright, yeah, no. They're gonna decide. They're gonna have to decide now, yeah. We're gonna find some kind of hint. If you like this content, subscribe to our channel now. If you like this content, subscribe to our channel now. My boy's on YouTube? Lita's out here on YouTube. Where's the intern group in Bakugo too? Supplementary classes. They said they can't really participate in the discussion, so they go along with whatever we decide. And Bakugo's asleep. Now that I've tried to settle down and rethink it all, reading what Sensei said about other departments' stress, I think we should come up with a design plan that would assist them in letting off some steam. That's true, isn't it? Students aspiring to be heroes shouldn't have to go through this much stress. If that's the case, frankly, I don't think UA students familiar with lunch rushes, cuisine, should attempt a theme based on food. Also, you're saying no food-related themes? That's my personal opinion. If we're thinking of it as a service to other departments, when you put it that way, I guess you're right. It would be a huge service to them if we were only selecting a theme based on our own desires. Well then, what if we did something more festival-like? Like a maid cafe, petting zoo, biggity house? Petting zoo is kind of unsanitary, isn't it? We need something to let off some steam. How about a short play idea? An amateur level play surely won't add any stress. So they're going to go along with Jiro's plan. Everyone getting to dance would be fun. Wouldn't dancing be a good idea? We're an unexpected supporter. Yeah, that is true. That was the last thing I expected to hear from Todoroki. One sec. There was this one thing, I forget what it's called, where everyone gets rowdy. Oh, this thing. Are they on YouTube? This cannot be a Todoroki idea. When did you become a party person, Todoroki? I'm not. They're on YouTube out here. I thought Lita's suggestion was the best. And oh yeah, well, now that I do remember Deku would always go on YouTube to watch All Might's clips and whatnot, but wouldn't it be best if I suggest a place where everyone could have fun? It's an idea I got from the provisional license training course. What kind of training course were they in? I see. I'll only say it once, but wouldn't that be just as stressful as doing the play? I can teach you guys. 2-step. An amateur with awkward moves mastered the steps in one day. Ashido's instructions are the real deal. Hold on, amateurs. Dance is rhythm. In other words, music. The guests will need first-rate music. Ah, now they're gonna have Jiro involved. I think ever since the chapter started, they've been focusing a lot on her. If we're talking about music, and everyone immediately just jets towards Jiro, man. This is your time to shine, man. This is your time to shine, baby girl. A live performance of Jiro-chan's instruments? Wait a minute, what for? Not only are you really good at teaching music, when we were playing together, it was so much fun. Ashido and everyone else. It's not exactly a hobby rooted in heroism, For me, it really just is a simple hobby. Honestly, it's not something I could be proud enough to perform. Man. So it's something that she's really good at, but she's not confident enough in her skills to go out there and perform it. Like, it's something that she does in her closed space. It's what she does in order to get away from the outside world. That's what music is to her. Like, she doesn't want to share. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say she doesn't want to share that. Like, of course, we saw up here that she was really excited whenever she was singing along with everyone else and as kids, but she's not comfortable in her skills and in that in music to enough to go out there and perform like that in front of people. Man, that'll definitely be a really interesting plot point. Like, if they decide to go along with this idea, and eventually Jiro will come, to be confident enough in herself to want to go do it. That'd be some beautiful stuff. I would definitely enjoy that. So that was it. That thing today. That's so cool that you're so good with instruments. Yo, hey man, Kaminari, bro. Right, I see him. You're so good with instruments. And Jiro shook. Jiro-san? This is a school that may put a smile on people's faces. I think it's well suited in the work of a hero. I couldn't agree more. I mean, to everyone that I've ever known, music is the main thing that they listen to get away from problems, or to, get inspiration, or to, change their mood. Is music, man. Music. So what they're saying here is unquestionably factual. I understand both of your requests, but it's completely up to Jiro herself. If I don't do it after this much commotion, but it doesn't have to be rock, right? Yo. Then Class A's program is? The next video will play a live performance and dance with Party Space. The program is decided, reflected on the monitor is? Looks like a YouTube video is about to play. Live performance and dance party with Party Space. It's just somebody here on the screen. I was like Aoyama a little bit. What the heck? The dude looks like Aoyama. I think that's the final page. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll go ahead and... Yo, chapter 170 is called Together with Eri-chan. I kind of want to read this chapter too. Nah, man, I'm going to have to end it here. I don't know. I want to see this. See, this is what happens. This is what happens whenever you start reading My Hero Academia, man. It's not whenever I just start reading, period. It's like once you start, man, it gets really hard to stop. It's really hard to stop, bro. Yo, I love where this story is going with Jiro, man. Like, we haven't gotten anything with her, like, much. We haven't got much with her in the entire story. So the fact that we not only focus on Aoyama, but now we're also focusing on Jiro. This arc's gonna be focused around her, man. Oof, that's gonna be awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing how that develops and how her story and her character moves forward. I mean, let's look at Kirishima. Kirishima popped into as one of my favorite characters thanks to the last arc. I'm so tempted to read this chapter, man. Chapter 70 is called Together with Eri-chan, bro. I'm mad tempted. I'm mad tempted. I don't know, yo. Let me check them real fast. I'll make the decision. Hold on, let me just check one thing right quick. The video's already an hour long. I mean, Mirio. Alright, I'm reading. That goes. Mirio and Deku, man, and they see Eri right here, the long-awaited reunion. Number 170 together with Eri-chan. I gotta save this page. I gotta save this page, man. Gotta save this page. Let's see. At the hospital. And they actually let them come in. Supplementary lessons room. She wants to see Midoriya-kun? That's exactly what I was telling y'all. Midoriya should have waited on standby until she wants to see him. And now's the right time. And not only is he coming in by himself, but he's coming in with the GOAT himself, dog. Mirio greatness. Yeah, this request is exclusively for Midoriya and Togata. It's the first time she's asked for anything since being hospitalized. Is this alright? We were told to keep anything that could trigger memories of the incident away from her. We were worried about a rampage. However, that's not much of a concern at this point. Given the child's current energy level, the probability of another rampage is practically 0. We're sorry we couldn't come to see you earlier. It's an assortment of fruits. If you like them, then eat up. Do you have a favorite fruit? Can I guess? It's peaches? Isn't it? It's peaches. You're kind of peachy after all. This guy's a troll. That's why I love him, yo. It's apples. Just like I thought. Just like I thought. This whole time, even when I had my fever, I was thinking that. Even while I was being saved, I didn't know your name. I only know Lemillion-san, and I wanted to know. It's Izuku Midoriya, and my hero name is Deku. Deku is shorter, so it's probably easy to remember. Deku it is! My name is Deku. Hero name? It's kind of like a nickname. Deku-san. Lemillion-san. Deku-san. And that man with the glasses, everyone got really hurt. All because of me. They haven't told her about Night Eye. Oh, that's right. Man. If she finds out, she'll blame everything on herself and try to shoulder all the guilt. That's true. That's true, man. I'm sorry you all had to suffer such painful things because of me. She'll find out sooner or later, but right now it would be too cruel. It's because of me that Lemillion-san that you lost your powers. Eri-chan! Nobody thinks you caused them painful things! Everyone's thinking something more like this. It's great that Eri-chan is safe. It's no use apologizing to people that aren't there. Let's take it easy. Everyone fought because they wanted to see your smiling face. You see Ario, she grins. Yo, she can't help but grin, man. After my boy Mirio cuts a babyface promo like that, man. She can't help but grin. I'm sorry. How do you smile again? She's trying to stretch your face. She doesn't know how to smile. I'm sorry, how do you smile again? Eri-chan, someone's gonna die again because of you. It'd be much easier if it was just you who got hurt. Yusaki's influence is still, that's right, this child. This child still hasn't been saved at all. Of course, man, that emotional, the damage that has been done up here. The damage that has been done up here, man, takes a long time to be repaired. You know what I'm saying, guys? This child still hasn't been saved at all. As long as she doesn't know what it is to truly be happy, what it is to smile. Surprise. That's what Aoyama said. Wait, According to the doctor, the horn that activates her quirk is shrinking. The chances for leprosy are low. Aizawa Sensei, can't Eri-chan go out for even one single day? It's probably not impossible. However, how should I put it? Where she'll be transferred to? Then, she will be different from past years. Part of the staff will be cut, and the culture festival will only occur within the school. This time is different. The chances of contact outside the world are low. Can Eri-chan come too? To the culture festival? Can Eri-chan come too? Is he gonna show her to Aoyama or something? Just based off of that surprise? See the surprise comment? Cultural festival? Eri-chan! That's a great idea. There's this thing called the Cultural Festival. It's a festival put on by our school. The students set up events and food for other students to enjoy. And apples. They probably even have candy apples. Candy apples? It's an apple that's sweetened to the point of becoming candy. Sweetened? You see a little bit of drool coming out of there, man. I see it. I see it. Let's talk it over with the principal. Well then, Eri-chan, what do you think? I've been thinking, ever since I was being saved, about the people who saved me, Lemillions on everyone else, I want to get to know them more. As you should, yo. As you should, because just like, I believe it was Inasa that brought it up, in order to actually build relationships, to build friendships, you have to get to know that person. You have to go talk to them. And of course she's trying to reach out, man. She's trying to make friends. You know, so of course she wants to be able to get to know them more. I'll tell you about us until you can't take it anymore. Let's start working to get the go-ahead from the principal. I'm currently in suspension, so I can be on a constantly supervised date with Eri-chan, right? A date? A honeymoon's couple outing. A honeymoon couple outing? Senpai, what are you saying? Freaking Mirio the goat, man. They're here, the new arrivals, that guy's video submissions. Even now, we still can't capture a single cent. Woof. Quick trace of the source of a submission, but we can't come up with nothing every time. It's fine, just hurry. My good sir, in high spirits, I trust? Today I am conducting a robbery. I've seen you before. You're all over the video sites. Pardon me, but I don't have the time to chat with you. Before the heroes arrive, place the cash in the briefcase now. If you could put the 1,000 yen bill in stacks of 10, that'll be splendid. Yes, pack them into 2 at a time. Drop your weapon! This is bad. The heroes have come. Are you okay, gentle? Please settle down, La Brava. I've only been interrupted by 2 heroes, so... The Unflappable Gentle. Oh, that's his name? The Unflappable Gentle? I thought they were saying to be gentle with him. Drop your weapon! A lot showed up, La Brava. I know, gentle. Here is a cut. What in the flying flagnards? This dude smoked them all. Let's go, La Brava. It looks like the place is warped. What in the flying flagnards? That hair! This is the dude that we saw at the end of last chapter? The guy at the register did say that he'd been seeing a dude on some video sites. Wait, gentle! You're forgetting the money. La Brava, it's a performance fee. Lacks of money, not the goal. I wish for my name to be etched into history. Yes, it is I, Gentle. Camera awareness, so cool. Gentle. Yo. So this is who we're going to be facing off in this arc? Gentle, bro. Look at this warping. It's like everything's like it's warped. It's out of perspective. Wonder what his quirk is. He looks like he has a cane. I wish my name to be etched into history. Yes, it is I, Gentle. This is a joke? Are you serious? Woof. Our shuttle view count is stagnating, Gentle. Even though you were so awesome today, I wonder why. Is this the person you was talking to? As I suspected, I have to accomplish greater exploits. And exploits equate to conduct. It's a question for the ages, La Brava. Yeah, that is her. I am searching for it, La Brava. Something that will make me even more extraordinary. You see that he just drops tea on himself? And splatters it on her? And then it shows Mirio, Deku, and Eri. Oh man, what's about to go down? Something that'll make me even more extraordinary. God. I want to know more about this dude now, bro. Oh, but that's a perfect place to end it. That's a perfect place to end it, man. Introduced to this new character. And he was the one showing up on the video sites. He appears to be a villain as well. And his warping ability, yo, that was crazy. That panel was amazing. Man, yo, but Mirio and how he's able to just bring up Eri, but Eri, man, it hurts your soul when you hear her, when you see her speak. And what she says, man, like, I forgot how to smile, man. And Deku realizes, like, the emotional impact, the mental impact that overall had is going to be very, very hard to erase. Man, dude. But Jiro, yo, Jiro's going to be having a lot of impact in this arc. Aoyama possibly as well. It's looking to be a pretty fun arc, man. Looking to be a really, really fun one. I'm looking forward to seeing more from Gentle right here on La Brava. Like, I'm really, really interested in this dude. Now, and, we'll see what happens there, man. But thank you all so much for watching, yo. My Hero Academia awesome sauce. I will definitely try to be back with this more soon. Because usually, you know how it is, man. Like, in between arcs, it takes me a little while to get back into anything. But whenever I am in the middle of an arc, and I'm doing it consistently, man, I do tend to come back. And right now, I definitely want to continue. So, I think next time I come on here to do reactions, I'll probably be on here to do some more My Hero Academia. Either that or Neverland, because I want to get back on Neverland too. But after this chapter, man, I kind of want to come back next time that I do for some My Hero, man. Because this was a lot of fun, man. And I really can't wait to find out more about this Gentle dude. But anyways, I will see y'all next time. Really fun group of chapters. So happy to see that Jiro is going to be getting spotlighted to deal with Aoyama. And I'm looking forward to seeing some more with Mirio, Deku, and Eri. That's going to be nice. But I'm really, really, really interested in seeing what's going to happen here with this Gentle character, man. It's very, very interesting so far. And this ability, this warping thing, man, really cool. But I'll see y'all next time. Have an awesome day. My Hero Academia greatness. The anime's popping. What I'm reading right now is greatness. It's a great time to be a fan of My Hero. I'll see you next time, guys.